Hello and welcome to this installment of Frank and Mary here in Westborough. I'm your co-host. Well, actually today I'm just the host because our friend Arthur is on a well-deserved vacation. He's hiking through the mountains of New Mexico as we tape this. Anyway, I'm Shelby Marshall. I'm the co-host of Frank and Mary, and we have a great show here today for you. So today, even though you're thinking about turkey and stuffing and preparing for family and all of that, we have a special show that's going to advance your thinking to think about the Winter Lights celebration coming to Westborough. And so in preparation for that, I should put my glasses on and my hat. So it's time to talk about all things ho, ho, ho. And with me today we have our first special guest, Zach Boughner. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on. I'm super excited to be here to talk about a really exciting piece of that celebration that we do on the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Excellent. So tell us about your part, because we've got several parts to talk about today.
Yeah, so the first sequence of events during the day is an event called the Winter Stroll, which is something that I think we're on the 7th or 8th iteration of at this point. So we've been doing it for a number of years. And basically what it is, it's an opportunity for local businesses to showcase their storefronts and showcase their goods and services to the community to help draw more foot traffic and create new business opportunities for them.
Great. And you know, I was remiss because we didn't actually even introduce you. So Zach, what is your role? Some folks may be familiar to you, but being that you're in costume today, you may not be recognizable.
A little unrecognizable.
Right.
I'm Zach Boughner. I'm the Economic Development Coordinator for the town. And so in that capacity, one of the things that I do is I help coordinate this event with the business community.
Excellent. And I know that increasingly, I mean, our business community has always been great and supportive of a variety of events and organizations, but increasingly they've become involved most recently in the downtown trick-or-treating event, which was a huge success. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And so tell us a little bit more about kind of what folks can expect with the Winter Stroll and how they might find more information.
Certainly. So we have shuttle buses that take folks around town. Folks are also welcome, and a lot of folks do take their own cars to get from different parts of town to visit these businesses. At each business that's participating, they typically offer a special creative activity or arts and crafts or sample, deal, or promotion to help people get a flavor of what their business offers and how exciting they are. Okay. And so folks are welcome to go to the EDC's website, where we have a page under our programs and events tab on the Winter Stroll, and they can download a list of the participating businesses, their addresses, and the corresponding shuttle stops.
Okay.
They can also go to a Facebook event page, which is hosted by the EDC and Westborough Recreation,
okay.
Which actually goes over all 3 pieces of the day's festivities, but has links to the business list, and we'll be uploading a map there with the shuttle stops as well soon.
Okay, great. And I think our technical elf wizard behind the scenes, Aiden, will be showing the schedule during our show today. And I think there's a QR code that folks can access if they're comfortable with that. And if not, go to the town's website. So about how many businesses are participating in the Winter Stroll this year?
This year we have about 50, which is a slight increase from what we had last year.
That's
so
great.
We're really excited. We also have a handful of new businesses participating. So I think it's a great opportunity for folks to discover some new businesses and welcome some new faces to our community.
Sure. Can you share with us maybe a couple of the new businesses that have decided to participate?
The Little Gym in Bay State Commons is going to participate this year.
Okay.
Main Street Pastries and More is a business that's opening very soon that we're expecting to participate this year.
Great.
We have a new business in Westborough Shopping Center, Embellish Beauty, that's participating this year.
Great.
And that's just to name a handful of names, but there are a lot of new faces.
Excellent, and some ones that we're familiar with, which is great. That's excellent. So this is a great opportunity for folks to shop local and to really support the business community. I should know the statistic offhand, but I know that in terms of giving back to the community, local businesses are many timefold likely to give back to their communities, whether it's through scholarships or various fundraisers or just offering an event to open their storefront for folks to, kind of take in their experience. So that's great. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, just on that note, I think we found that this event has been really great at creating new business opportunities and improving community cohesion. So we actually did a business survey after last year's event, and over 90% of the businesses that filled out the survey felt that the event brought them closer to the community. So
great.
I think we're looking forward to a really fun event that brings everyone together and hopefully helps you discover and make a new purchase at a new business.
Okay, well, Rudolph, we'll ask you to fly away, and we'll welcome our next guest. Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Thanks for
having
being
me
our
on.
guest today. Hello, and welcome back to today's show. Again, I'm your co-host, Shelby Marshall, and I'm here with our second guest. We have today Jen Kirkland, our Director of Recreation. Welcome, and another reindeer to the set. This is amazing. They're just flying in.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Excellent, excellent. So, Jen, what are you here to talk to us about today?
So you just had Zach on talking about one piece of our Winter Stroll. He does a great job recruiting a lot of businesses. I think he said he has over almost 50 businesses. So we partner with him to help with that. But my piece really, our department, the rec department's piece, is really to help formulate this light parade that leads into the Santa visits at the Rotary. So this year it's grown. We've done this for now about 7 or 8 years. In our first year when we started, we had maybe 3 or 4 vehicles just kind of trotting along that are all lit up. And over the years we've been able to grow this parade, and it's really attributed to, you know, the local community, because it's often neighborhoods, local businesses again, that really get into the spirit of this and decorate, you know, their trucks, their SUVs. We even had a boat one year. So this year we're shaping up to have almost 20 vehicles. It'll be if it all pans out, it'll be our biggest
oh, fantastic
parade. Yep.
Oh, that's great. So, and you know, I was actually remiss when I introduced Zach before. We didn't even talk about what day this is all happening.
Oh yeah.
I got so excited with all our costumes and stuff. So, what tell us about the schedule?
Sure. Yep. So the Winter Stroll Light Parade and Tree Lighting will be held on Sunday, November 27th. The Winter Stroll starts, that's the business piece that Zach had just talked about, will run from about 2 to 5. And then this light parade, we say, starts about 5:15. And immediately following that will be the Rotary tree lighting. And one thing in the timeline that I did want to mention, another one of our partners is the Westborough Public Library. So feel free to stop by there, because every year Mrs. Claus makes her way down from the North Pole. And
Amazing.
She does a reading every hour. So at 2, 3, and 4 p.m., Mrs. Claus will be at the library doing, you know, different story time readings. And the library has a ton of other stuff going on there as well.
It is simply amazing that we get, this is how big Westborough has become. We get Mrs. Claus here at our library to do a reading.
Every year.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow. She's amazing. I often don't think of sending my list to her, but perhaps I should.
Yes, for sure.
So the parade will start around 5:15. So if folks still want to participate in the parade, they could contact your office, right?
Yep, there's a short form to fill out. Just contact our office. The deadline is Friday.
Okay.
I have to actually work with our police department, because this is shaping up to be one of our bigger parades.
Right.
I don't think we'll have a cutoff, but if you're interested, the sooner the better.
Sure. And for folks that are interested in participating, it really could be pretty simple. So you could walk in the parade with maybe some members of your organization. You could be in a car and just have some flashlights going, or decorate your car, what have you. You know, it's really intended to get out there and get everyone into the spirit. And so the parade actually starts, the start of the parade for spectators will be where?
School Street. So we usually line the street starting maybe a little bit up further from School Street, all the way down to the Rotary.
Right.
If you've never been, it's really a beautiful scene. It almost looks like it's out of a Hallmark movie. Just the streets are lined with people, all really excited to kick off the holiday season. It's a really, really nice. It's a short parade, but it's a real meaningful parade.
Sure, sure. And it's a great way after kind of the holidays to kind of like it's Sunday to get into the spirit of things. I do know the Patriots are playing on Thanksgiving at 8 p.m. So there's no Patriots game. That's always been a big question of like, you know, will this hurt the crowds? But this is much better than the Patriots. Let's be honest. I'm a huge fan, but this year, So folks can come out, enjoy the parade, and I know our next guest is going to talk about what happens after the parade. Anything else, Jen, that we missed covering?
No, I think we've covered it all. I didn't want to talk too much about the big finale. We'll let Jim do that. But yeah, look forward to seeing everyone out there.
All right. Thank you so much to the rec department for organizing it. Thank you for sponsoring the buses to bring folks around on the Winter Stroll. Really appreciate that for folks that want to kind of get a group together and go around on the buses, just don't want to drive. So really appreciate it. Thanks for being our guest.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Have a great afternoon and fly away. All right. Hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Shelby Marshall, and I'm here with our third guest of today's show. We are just moving people in and out of the show, and it's very exciting. Anyway, today's third guest is Jim Coulson. Jim is the committee chair of the Rotary Club of Westborough's Winter Lights Committee. So welcome, Jim.
Hey, well, thanks for having me, Shelby.
Yeah, excellent. So, Jim, I know you've been super involved as a member of the Rotary Club myself. I know that we've worked together on this, but you really have led a phenomenal effort of kind of what's going to happen
Well,
here.
thanks for that. I must acknowledge a lot of support on this. We have a number of committee chairs, people that have come into the Rotary Club just recently and have taken over huge responsibilities, others that are veterans and have come back, and so it's been pretty exciting.
Yeah, good. Well, so we heard from Zach talking to us about how the afternoon of Sunday the 27th will kick off with the Winter Stroll. And then Jen told us about the light parade, and she alluded to like what comes next. So Jim,
well,
tell us.
Rotary's been involved in this for a number of years, as you know, and it actually stems back to when Nelson Ball, who incidentally was the founder of the Westborough Rotary Club way back 50 years ago, 51 now, I think, and he planted the evergreen in the Rotary, and he said, you know, what I'd like to do is to have colored lights on that every year going forward, and so we will have the colored lights in the Rotary on that big tree as we have in the past. But this year it's particularly expansive because last year we did, for the first time, we did 20 of the lamp posts in town.
Yeah,
and
wrapped
we put
with
some,
garland.
Yeah, we had garland on them. We
lights.
had people sponsored the light post itself. And we put the names on it. It was mostly the local businesses just outside of their particular business, and it worked out really well. So we had so many people inquire about it after last year that we expanded that to 40 light posts, actually 41 to be correct.
So last year they were primarily kind of on West Main Street and around the immediate Rotary. How will that expansion look this year, Jim?
Well, they're much closer to the railway bridge where they start.
Great.
And they go right up past the library. So Main Street is going to be well represented, and then both arms where there are lamp posts on 135, we will also have them there. So
it'll be a beautiful entry into Westborough after the bridge.
I
so
think
hopefully
it's gonna look
the trucks will be
gorgeous.
it would not be distracted by the lights that are greeting them before they hit the bridge.
Yeah,
So.
for sure, for sure. And our post sponsors, are been varied this year. Certainly the local businesses have turned out, and I got to give a shout out to them. They have been really, really supportive on this. We've had some other big businesses that are sort of just on the outskirts of town that have also come in, and we've had families this year that have stepped up and sponsored a lamp post. So we're really excited about the inclusion this year of all of those people.
Excellent. And so I know that over the history of the Rotary Club lighting the downtown, literally we used to do it with light poles, like get the lights. DPW would always help us, and then the trees kept growing and growing and growing. So that was certainly the switch from the little trees on West Main Street to the light poles, but we've struggled for years, like how do we light up those beautiful trees on the Rotary? What's the plan this year,
Well,
Jim?
well, last year, and really last year was kind of a rebirth. I mean, I've been in town for a few years, and I was almost embarrassing, because we had some LED lights and we had some incandescent lights, and they were all kind of mixed in. And
We tried.
Yeah.
We tried. It just wasn't the bang we were hoping for.
Yeah, it was not really there. So Jim O'Connor, actually, some of you may know, did a great job as chair last year and really kicked this whole rebirth off. And we hired a professional outfit, Christmas Decor, to do the decorations for us, and they did a great job. The only disappointment that I think we had was the big trees, the big deciduous trees in the Rotary. We had some uplights in them that were colored, and they didn't really come out the way we had expected.
We were sort of looking for the Disney World effect, and it was not that.
The lights went on, and we all went, oh, Okay. So this year we are actually going back to stringing those big deciduous trees. So it should be quite a show.
Excellent, excellent. So the lights will, so the lampposts will be lit, the lights will come on, but it seems to me there's something else that happens in the parade. And wait a minute, I think I hear something.
Ho, ho, ho!
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
Santa is
Santa
coming
Claus
to
is
town.
coming for sure. And what we do as the Rotary Club is we kind of take the baton from the rec department during the parade that you've heard about. And when Santa actually comes in to town in the parade on a sleigh, he then makes his way down from the sleigh, and we have a stage set up at the monument in the Rotary. And this year we're hopefully going to have a little more organized group, because we had so many people out last year that wanted to sit on Santa's knee of all ages.
Right, exactly,
It was
right,
crazy,
right.
yeah.
Well, everyone has a list,
Sure.
right? I mean, I have mine right here.
Yeah,
right?
there you
So,
go.
yeah,
Well,
I'll be
he's
there.
going to be all ears. So
Yeah,
we have a little spot for taking of pictures. We are going to do some more picture taking this year and doing some posting of that. So that's going to be kind of fun. We have a Rotary Interact Club at
yes.
Westborough High School. And actually, Ali Imran is the president of that this year.
Yes.
And he's organized refreshments. So we'll have hot chocolate. There'll be a booth there. I'm expecting it to be a fairly cool night, but I think we're going to have a nice night.
Yeah.
So the hot chocolate will be out. We will have some characters that are roaming the crowd. We're going to have an MC.
Yep.
With sort of sounds of the season,
Yep,
if you will.
Yeah, we have a local family doing that.
Yeah, it
and
should
so
be
we'll have
fun.
music playing, and
We will. And
yeah.
when Santa comes, we actually this year have asked the Westborough High School choral group to come down and sing some songs for us, lead us in some sing songs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
A community sing-along. I love it.
Oh, it has really
Gotta
been
warm my voice
outstanding.
up.
Yeah.
I'd try here, but our ratings might go down.
Well,
if I
Allison
start singing.
Greer Espinosa, who is the choir director in Westborough, has been really supportive of that, so it's been good. And I also just want giving a few shout-outs. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Chris Payon and the DPW.
Yes.
I mean, they have been absolutely supportive at every step on this, as Police Chief Laurie has. You know, this whole thing is an amazing community spirit.
Yeah,
I love it.
I want to give a shout out to the Harvey family. They generously donate Santa's sleigh. We've tried to get the sleigh from actually the North Pole, but it's been a challenge because we don't always have snow. So the Harvey family coordinates with the North Pole, and we get that on a DPW low bed, and it's very generous of them to let Santa borrow that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I just a little plug if I can.
Sure.
We are accepting donations. It takes a lot of money to kind of make this thing happen. Rotary's put a lot in, as have the poll sponsors.
Sure.
And we have had a lot of sponsorships. You know, the $10, the $20, $30 sponsorships. And you can do that is by going to our website, www.westboroughRotary.org. And there's a Winter Lights tab there. You just go to that, and you can use your credit card.
Yep.
If you would rather send in a check, you can do that. And make it out to the Westborough Rotary Fund.
Yep.
And that's a tax-deductible donation. So all donations gratefully accepted. We are short a few $1,000s yet, so we're kind of hoping that people are going to open their arms to this.
Yeah, so I mean, if folks can, give, a little bit, it adds up very quickly.
Sure,
So
yeah.
so that would be great, and we will have some QR codes downtown that evening. So if folks haven't donated yet, or you can always bring cash, but not a lot of us carry cash anymore. So you have your phone. Hopefully, you can maybe send us some money to keep the lights going, because we do this. The plan is to do it year over year.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So very, very good. So Sunday, the 27th, bring out your voice, bring your spirit, line up for the parade, and get ready for Santa.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Bring your kids. It's
Yep.
just a wonderful evening, Shelby.
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. Excellent. Well, great. I want to thank all three of our guests for being on today. Really exciting. I want to wish our viewers a very happy Thanksgiving. There is still time to sign up to attend the community Thanksgiving at the Knights of Columbus. And if you have any questions about that, you can contact me through the TV station, or there's information certainly floating around on Facebook. You can contact the Senior Center. But don't be alone on Thanksgiving. Get out there and enjoy the community Thanksgiving dinner if you wish. And my only other closing comment is just to let folks know that there will be a special town meeting. The select board, we were petitioned. We're going right from a very exciting topic to town meeting, right? Talk about this is like feels like the lights going down. No, I'm just kidding. So there was a citizens petition which required the select board to call a special town meeting. That date at our board meeting was set for Saturday, December 10th. It will be at 9 a.m. And hopefully it'll be a quick one. Folks can come out, and the warrant has not been closed, but it will be posted as probably after our next meeting on Tuesday. So again, Jim, thank you. Thank you to Zach. Thank you to Jen. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone.